Hey folks, it's me, Kevin Tinkin, asking politely, desperately, with just all the hope and joy that you go over to YouTube, go over to Patreon, go over to EddiePepitone.com, give us a little love. We need it. And now, let's get into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another beautiful day here out in the park. Very excited. Can't believe to have you out here. Oh my goodness. And you know we're covered in dust looking at the beautiful puppies in the sunshine. And he's here too. He's the man. He's got his shorts on, but he's looking long, strong, and down to get the friction on. It's Eddie Pepitone.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. That's checkmate, everybody. If you're keeping score at home, this is Eddie Pepitone and Kevin Tinkin, and we're doing an episode of Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. I'm spitting almonds out of my mouth. I am sorry, folks.
I was wondering what was that was.
You know, I have, by the way, welcome everybody. It's a beautiful LA April. What day are we recording on?
This is a Thursday.
What's the day, though?
What is it? I don't know.
Oh, come on.
What am I, a genius? What am I, Jonathan
20th,
Calendar?
March 20th, everybody. And the equinox is tomorrow on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. The summer equinox. So that's pretty intense, right?
That is pretty intense. Oh, man, I think you found a landmine out here.
What?
I think you found some doggy dude.
Oh, no. Folks, I'm covered in shit. I got almonds coming out of my mouth. I stepped in some poo here. I just want to tell everybody I love you and don't give up, you know? I mean, really don't give up. Don't give up. That's my new 3-point program. Number 1, don't give up. Number 2, don't give up. Number 3, don't give up. And if you could put all those together, you have the makings of a very successful life. Right, Kev?
That's right. I love you, don't give up.
I love you, don't give up.
Yeah, it's good. So, man, what a great day out here.
Fucking beautiful.
Everybody's
We got dogs
here.
around us. I have peanuts for squirrels. Folks, I don't mean to brag, but I put some peanuts in the tree right next to Kevin.
Yeah.
And, you know, trees are our friends. We almost had one kill us, but we survived. Me particularly had to run from underneath the canopy of death.
Yes.
And that's what a tree becomes, a canopy of death.
A canopy of death. Absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Right?
You were under it. You were about to get embraced by that tree, but
Yeah.
and long live Pepitone. You know, you live to fight another day.
Yeah, that's right.
Live to eat another chunk of almonds.
These almonds, they disintegrate. Anyway, I'm old and I have problems now with controlling the expectorant that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I have to. You got to keep low expectations for the
Expectorantations. Charles Dickens' novel about mucus. Great expectorations.
It's about a guy with a really bad chest cold.
It was the most clogged of times. It was the worst of the clog.
Oh, you know who I ran into last night?
Who?
It was one of those, one of the Kill Tony kids that this guy Casey Rocket, who's been going around, and he sold out a couple of shows last night at the Improv. Yeah. So I saw him and I said, "Hey, you should come do Pepitone's podcast in the park with us."
What did he say?
And he said, "Absolutely." So he's leaving town on Saturday. So maybe we get him in here.
You should have made a plan with him.
He couldn't do it today.
What did we do? We're on the air. Hey, folks, I'm sorry. That's really funny that I just was like, look, let's get this kid tomorrow. Folks, what you just saw, we let the veil fall between you and show business. And we were talking about business, and you were able to witness that. And that is the beginning of our seminar. We're charging $950 a session per person. We're going to be at the Radisson Hotel Monday nights, 1 a.m. in the main Waterloo room.
That's right. Yeah, come on down and we'll straighten you out for a nominal fee. It'll be beautiful. When was the last time you were in a hotel conference room?
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm trying to think. Yeah.
I used to be in them all the time back in the day.
Doing corporate bullshit?
Yes.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I'd be in there with a suit and a clipboard and a lanyard with some design that says Kevin.
I was always doing some weird performance thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you done a lot of corporate type of stuff? Any of them?
I really haven't.
Oh man, I think that would be
haven't.
Amazing. I think we should.
I've done, one guy, a friend of mine in New York, he was briefly a writer on Frasier, and he asked me to take part in this corporate, in-house entertainment for them when they had their convention in, I think it was the Big Island or Maui.
Oh,
and I was hanging out in Hawaii doing this horrific corporate shit. I could care less. I didn't have much, but it was very funny because we all didn't give a shit. And they got the corporate people got extremely angry with us.
Really?
Yeah. We were never asked back.
Oh, I can't believe it.
We were called the Bald Chubby Rockets.
Oh, was it improv?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I would run out, and it was, in fucking Maui, and I'm like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, we're the Bald Portly Rockets. Bald Chubby Rockets. And I want everybody. Now, our body mass indexes are very bad.
They're very bad, folks.
Can you give us 5 objects you use in the kitchen? 5 objects you use in the blender, thank you. Fork, knife, spoon, teaspoon, that's 5. All right, now with those 5 objects, I want you to create a scene about the apocalypse. Are we ready?
And away we go.
Dad?
Yes, son?
About the apocalypse. I've been hearing a lot about the apocalypse, even though I don't get much information from the outside world because you keep me, dare I say, you've kidnapped me and you keep me in this cabin.
Well, son, I like to shelter you from that horrible, horrible world out there.
I know, but we're already then living in an apocalyptical scenario, and I think we jumped the gun on it. You know what I mean?
Well, we might have come up a little early, but hey,
as long as Amazon is still delivering, I think that civilization is running.
We'll be just fine, son. We'll be just fine.
We interrupt this broadcast to let you know that a meteor the size of Kansas has just struck planet Earth. If we are upside down, it's because the poles, the North and South Pole, have switched. Let's now go down to Molly Stevens, who's at the South Pole. Molly, what can you tell us?
It's looking pretty crazy down here at the South Pole. That's now the North Pole, but we're upside down, inside out.
Molly, you're from Ireland.
That's right. I am. How else you gonna get a name like Molly?
That's true. That's true.
In here, but we're loving the new South Pole's becoming a North Pole, and we're switching it all around. And my magnets I'm having a blast with these magnets up here.
Molly, is it true that you have a plate in your head?
I do, I do. And I can feel the weight of the forces of the poles waiting on my frontal lobe.
Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, Molly.
My damn frontal lobe, I can feel the weight of the metal plate shifting from the magnetic forces.
Thank you, Molly.
Back to you.
Thank you, Molly. This is Skip Butterworth here in the UK. Here in the UK, we have no more buildings. The meteor, The meteor, the size of Kansas, has destroyed what's left of planet Earth, and I am the last newscaster. Our top story tonight. That's our top story. With more, let's go to me. It's everybody dead. Like, it just becomes, the news gets so bad that it just becomes a primal scream.
Yeah. I like the nonchalant way you deliver the news too. Like, we're all, everyone's gone. It's just me. I found a very nice coffee mate. Finally.
I'll tell you one good thing about being the last person on Earth, the last newscaster on Earth, is traffic is light. As a matter of fact, we had to fire the traffic guy, which was me. We're thinking of firing the sports guy, but I consider me manipulating my genitals to be a sport. And tonight, I win in masturbation again.
Go!
Hello. I'm Frank Lenz. I'm part of the NOHO Community Council, North Hollywood Community Council, and we can't have this kind of tomfoolery in the park anymore. We're sending police with lasers, armor-piercing weaponry. This Apocalypse Zoom podcast, it's got a short shelf life.
This podcast, definitely too silly. Too silly. We need a serious podcast. We want interviews. We want inside Hollywood stuff here.
Well, basically, we just want to know how to fix things. I would love a podcast on, hey, my UCB cord was eaten by a possum. What do I do? Well, obviously, you buy a new UCB cord.
Welcome to Do It Yourself with Ed Pepitone here. Tonight we're talking about fiction stuff. Last week we went for kitchen sinks and basic plumbing. This week, family relationships. How to repair your family relationship. And here he is, Eddie Pepitone.
Well, what you have to do to repair a family relationship, the key to all relationships is honesty and money. Well, I think it's money and then honesty.
That's right. You throw a little money at him, it lightens dampers the blow.
Right. Yes, it does. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price.
And I'm sorry is nice, and I'm sorry with a $20 bill, way better.
Yeah.
My bad, Dad, I missed you. Here's $20.
Hey, Witty and Scrupulata brothers. My name is Tony Scrupulata. This is my son, Fritz in Scrupulata. And I said son. We're not brothers, but it had already been printed on the side of the van.
Marketing is marketing. We listen to our guys. We're father and son, but we're the brothers.
Yeah. We have smart people running this operation, and that's why we're outdoors. We're the only outdoor podcast, consistently outdoors. We went in for one podcast, and we realized that our balls have been cut off at the source.
Completely cut off. I mean, that's the kind of bullshit we don't stand for. I mean, that's how the whole Scrupulata brothers came out. I mean, we say what, $400 on that Penske truck?
And everybody have as many eggs as your doctor orders. Have as many eggs as your doctor. Hello, welcome to Egg Talk. Egg Talk is brought to you by Egg Whites. Egg Whites, a little healthier for you, and it doesn't know why. Good evening. I'm here with Bobby Lonson, who's got the big egg farm. Bobby, is it true that... Oh, God, Bobby, I don't feel good. Bobby, could you grab my nitro... Folks, hold on. My nitroglycerin pills.
Yeah, right here. Here you go. I think they're over here somewhere.
Thank you. Sorry, folks. I just had to take a nitroglycerin pill.
All of our hosts here are on the brink of death, which is why you tune in each week. You get some nice tidbits. And also, you never know. You never know.
Let's calm it down a little bit and talk about what did you do this. I haven't seen you for a few days. What's been going on?
So last night got a little wild, I will say. For a Wednesday night, you
never know when a wild night will break out. Monday. I've had wild Mondays.
Yeah. No, we were at, so I went to the Improv for the mic there and hung out, had a fun little set. And then afterwards, went and got some food. Then the Comedy Store has a set of the night mic on Wednesdays now. So that was at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Went there, had a few drinks. We were having fun. And then somebody's like, hey, you want to go over to this party or whatever? So then we go over to this party.
Right.
And it's wild. People are dancing. There's like
Where was it?
It was right around the corner from the Comedy Store.
The store. You said the Improv.
Well, we were at the Improv first. Then we went to
okay.
the store at 10.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then after that, I was with Kelly Ryan, who's Bruce's fiance.
okay.
And we were hanging out with Casey Rocket and Miranda, the door girl from the store. It was one of the most random groups I've ever been with. But I was hanging with Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some squirrelies coming.
Yeah, we got some squirrels here, folks, and I brought some nuts for the squirrels. Welcome to Feeding the Squirrels. Eddie and Kevin, we've been feeding the squirrels here in Wyoming National Park since I've been feeding squirrels since I've been able to feed a squirrel, which was 35. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And here we go, squirrel. There's some. There's some. All right.
Oh, he's a cutie. No, so we end up, it's 2 o'clock. They do last call. So somebody goes, do you want to do a shot? I'm like, I don't want to do a shot. And then, so we're having fun. And then some girl that I work with at the Improv, Melinda, she's like, hey, there's an after spot. So then we go.
It's the after that gets you.
Yes. So we end up in this place where there's probably 25 people. There's a guy selling White Claws and hard liquor. And it's all illegal, of course, because it's after 2 o'clock. And so we're just hanging out. We're just dancing and having fun. And all of us are like, this is sketchy, right? And they're like, yeah, this is very sketchy. And
why?
There was guys kind of sleeping in the corner. It looked like. You know what it looked like? It looked like, because I go,
then?
it was 3 a.m. and there was a bunch of beautiful women and guys with dark sunglasses on. And I'm like, this feels like drugs and prostitution.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
But we were just dancing to the techno. And then, so then we just.
When I sense danger, like legit danger, I'm out of there.
Oh, yeah. No, that's, Bruce is the same way. He'll split really quick, but yeah, we got out of there pretty good. And then, but it was fun. It was an interesting adventure that I haven't done before, like the after spot.
I think that's so funny. There's an after,
Oh yeah, you got to get the double after spot. Are you eating more almonds over there?
I have almonds for me. Sorry, folks, but I ran out of the house. This podcast was ridiculously early. It's we started here at 3:15, and that means I have to get up by 2:30, which is not easy for me.
No. Especially if you're doing those late. Look at this little guy over here.
Hello. I hope you see that white dog.
Nah, they can't see him, but he's beautiful.
They can't. I thought the camera covers that kind of.
Nah.
I don't know what a camera covers, folks.
No, it's just us, It's just us and some stuff kind of behind us. But yeah, we got to get that doggy cam. People like that doggy cam.
Oh man, folks, if you like dogs, you're in the right podcast because we don't talk about dogs unless they run up to it. There's a segment that people like, and it's Charlotte.
Yes,
talking about me.
Well, yeah.
How does it go? You intro. I'll do it right now.
I think, what was it? She was selling you out or something. Like she was.
Charlotte reveals my innermost secrets.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's do an episode. You bring it in.
Get some more almonds in there real quick.
Yeah.
And now, Charlotte reveals Eddie Pepitone's innermost secrets.
Hello. I'm Charlotte. My owner and dad is Eddie, and here's what he does. Since his prostate surgery, he tries to masturbate, and it never works. I'm at the foot of the bed, and It used to annoy me. Now it's just a low, like, level of despair that hangs in the air. It's kind of awesome if you like movies like Schindler's List and the first Paddington. I'm all right.
Charlotte.
Oh, yeah. What else does he do? All right. So he tries to masturbate, and it never happens. A lot of times when I go to the bathroom, he picks up my poop, but he doesn't put it in a garbage bag. He wraps it up and leaves it on the lawn and says he's going to come back and get it later, and sometimes he doesn't. So that's not good. Yesterday, I observed him getting so much KY jelly on a brown T-shirt that I swear to God, if he gets that out, I won't believe it. He kept eating last night. He had about 8 chocolate bars and bananas. What kind of man at 4 a.m. is eating peanut butter and bananas and chocolate bars? This kind of man, right before you. I'm Charlotte, and those were my owner's secrets.
Thanks for joining us on another Charlotte Reveals Eddie's Innermost Secrets. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, sweet little Charlie.
I love Charlie.
Oh, she's your babe.
So you had an after experience. Anything else? Did you have? How were your shows?
Shows were great. No, dude, the spot I did last night, I got a lot of good response from because...
Oh, you did?
I had kind of a Pepitone moment, to be honest.
Good.
I got up on
Go
stage.
for those moments.
I got on stage. It's this 2-minute... There was a 2-minute mic, that thing, you know. So, and then they compete, and then you win or you do whatever.
Yeah.
So I go... I got up there, and I go... I'm just kind of I'm kind of sick of it. And so I go, poo-poo, pee-pee, diarrhea, my name's Kevin, nice to see you. And it gets a laugh. And in my head, I go, yeah, fucking dumbass joke. And they giggled. And so I couldn't keep going with like a set. In my mind, I was like,
because
that was, you fucking
they're
lose.
going to want more silly
or what?
shit?
I just kind of was like, I felt like, you just contrived that. You're not in the moment. That's you just said that too. So I immediately go, I've won this thing a few times. And guess what, folks? Nothing happens. I go, and then, maybe you do good, you win, you go up last at the potluck. And guess what, folks? It's happened to me. And guess what, folks?
Oh, my God, that's funny.
I did great. And what happened after that? Nothing at all. Nothing at all will happen. I go, I've been crushing in rooms all over this town, and nothing ever happens. But hey, keep your heads up, kids. But yeah, and afterwards, everybody was like, "God, you're my hero." Like some guys, "You're my hero." I'm like,
that's
dude,
good.
Yes.
Remember that. Remember what you did.
Yeah.
And what it sounded like to me. It was just you being blatantly honest.
Yes.
But also, you tapped into the you being blatantly honest, but you also tapped into the humor of it.
Yes.
Which is the absurd, like, fantasy of overnight success.
Yes.
Or,
Oh, it never. Yeah. Because, at that mic especially, if you go to the store for that mic, it is packed. Everybody is. I mean, there's so many comics there, and everybody's so... Oh, no.
What night?
Oh, well, it's Wednesday nights now, but it used to be Sunday nights. But
right.
Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock is the set of the night, Mike. So they do...
Oh, I see.
Everybody gets 2 minutes, and then
At the store?
Yeah.
In the OR?
In the belly room.
Are there, in the belly, are there good comics on?
Yeah. It's the
A lot of
gambit.
people. Huh?
Yeah, it's the gambit. So you get the
I
worst...
should attend one night, not to go on, but I'd love to watch it.
Oh, well, they do a panel. They'd love to have you on the panel.
What kind of panel?
It's just a guy. They just sit up there and watch.
Yeah.
And then you can chime in if you want. But it's usually pretty constructive. And funny. It's
I don't like. I would just want to watch.
Yeah. No,
I don't want to be like. I would have gone into another business. And that's my version of the roast.
Yeah.
I would have gotten into like it's real old school. I would have gotten to another business. And by the way, I heard you've been sniffing around my daughter.
Hey, make sure you're talking into the mic there.
By the way, I heard you sniffing around my daughter. You stay the fuck away.
I'm like, man, everybody's like, we love the podcast, but Eddie's gesticulation with the mic, it's hard to hear. He's always hitting people.
Apocalypse Soon is sponsored by MyBookie. I'll tell you what, folks, you want to bet on stuff? Go to MyBookie and we'll help you out. March Madness is here and every game is a chance to win, so place some bets on the game already with MyBookie. MyBookie makes it easy for first-time wagers and true sports fans to get the most bang out of their buck. MyBookie's Bet and Get will even sweeten the deal. Place a cash bet on March Madness and get a surprise reward. Fast, free bets, cash back, bonus chips. You'll never know what's coming next. I lost all of my kids' college fund on MyBookie, but man, the thrill was something else. If you're single, let me know. My wife's gone. Sign up now with code PEP and boost your bankroll with a deposit bonus designed to help you make the most of your money. If you don't want a bonus, that's fine. Just let them know that we sent you. Use code PEP when you download the app or you go to our website. We'll have the link down in the show notes. Bet on every game, anytime, from anywhere with MyBookie. Go to www.mybookie.ag. And that's my Baptist camp, man. Hey, let's get back to the show.
Hello, I'm Charles Nabisco. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Steve. Yes? By the way, your voice is terrible. Oh, Charles, what's wrong now? I'm Charles Nabisco, Steve. I know. What do you need? Water. Hello. You ever run out of water and want to just throw yourself down a gorge? I have. That's why I got a cookie, Banksy, gorge death. Shortbread, prisoners. Don't film them on a ring camera. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this for an announcement from the owners of Apocalypse Soon. Hello, I'm Jerry Stadler, and I own Apocalypse Soon. I'm the guy who invented the adult diaper. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we want to say here at Apocalypse Soon, we apologize for last week's podcast being too Charles Nabisco heavy.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of complaints, and we take your considerations seriously.
We take it very seriously. Mm-hmm. We can't help it, but take it seriously.
Some say too seriously. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we know one letter represents at least 20,000 people.
Yes.
And we want to listen to you. And so Charles Nabisco has been, we're trying to
eliminate it. We're trying to get Charles. Hello. Have you ever been unceremoniously fired, not by Elon Musk, but by your inner self? That's right, your phantom shadow inner self. Firing. By the way, what is the shadow self? Well, Carl Jung said it's the part of us that we repress, that we don't accept, that we don't allow. It's we tend to be guilty about our dark sides. Meanwhile, I have acrobatic sex with other psychiatrists. Me and Freud rented out a villa and had sex. God, I want to say till the Alfred Adler convention. We had sex me and Zygmunt just eating each other's ass out for about 2 months, really. Because, as a psychiatrist, you gotta delve as far as you can go into the ass, which is the subconscious. Hello! Have you been accused of being insensitive? The law firm of Dubler, and Dubler. Triple Dubler. Tim, tell them what they have.
Hey, it's me, Tim Dubler.
No, it is me, the Italian.
Here
Fettuccine, fettuccine.
Here at the Doobler, and Doobler, we have international representation by not only just me, but from the Italian alien as yet. He's taking the bar exam this Thursday.
I am the Italian alien, and I want to say that anybody who thinks that my purview is only a few things, you're crazy. I own the world. You are my domination, but that doesn't mean we don't have specials. Tonight we have a minestrone alla veganese. That means the minestrone is vegan. It is a lentil version. Ah, God! Somebody just jerked me off.
Come on down at the Doobler, and Doobler, where you might get jacked off by the Italian alien.
So what else happened to you this week?
Mike,
Sorry, folks. I'm spitting almond pieces all over the mic. This is what happens when you get old. Like, you leave a trail. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
This is what happens when you get old. You leave. Hello, baby. Do I know? Oh, he's chasing the squirrels. So anyway,
squirrely.
This is what happens when you get old. You leave a trail of food, over people's gloves, whatever's around.
Well, that's why the animals love you so much,
Yeah.
You've always got some treats around.
It's my GPS, too, when I'm walking. It's like breadcrumbs. I know where I'm going.
You got to leave them breadcrumbs. No, this week, so I had those shows. I did...
right. What else?
I had a spot. I did the main room, the final spot on Monday at the store. The feature spot for the potluck. Man, I can't think right now. Well, I just keep saying the. I'm like the.
Have you been stuck on the word the? Are you 40 years or older stuck on the word the? Look into your marijuana usage.
Absolutely.
With a friend, a trusted friend.
But I had a solid set at the store, and Emily saw it, and then I saw her the next day. And
when was this?
This was on Monday.
Oh, great. You had a good week.
Had a great week. She said hi to me later in the week, and I was like, hey.
Does she know we do the pod?
I think so. Yeah, well, because when you did the mystery spot, the mystery headliner show.
Hey, do you know Carmen Morales?
Oh, yeah.
I love her. She's so funny. She asked me to do her pod, and we should have her on here.
Absolutely.
And again, we'd like your suggestions of who you would like us to get on the pod. I can get anybody. I'm thinking of asking Bill Burr. He's been going around promoting Glengarry Glen Ross.
Dude,
try to get Burr in the park one day.
Absolutely. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Yeah, I say hit up all these guys and get them out here. It's beautiful, man, and everybody seems to have a good time in the park.
It is so gorgeous right now. I'm sorry, folks. I'm still spitting little bits of almond on. This is called a brie. What's the
almond catcher?
No, what is it called? The
a pop filter.
A what?
Pop filter.
Pop filter.
Oh, yeah, so you don't get any of those peas.
Hello, I'm Pop Filter, and the filter plant has been here since my pop, and hence Pop Filter became a name that we all have. All the men in my family are called Pop Filter.
That's right. Pop, can you just tell me your true feelings?
Can I what?
You never tell me your true feelings. Everything's always filtered.
Everything's always what?
Filtered. You always filter your feelings, Pop.
I'm Pop Filter, that's why.
I don't even know how you feel about me.
Reset your filters, everybody. Do you want to pay $175 or $85? Reset your filters. We here at the Hollywood Bowl know that our website is for you. Remember, Neil Young is playing at the Greek Theater.
Oh, really?
With also like somebody else who's really interesting. I've never seen Neil Young live. I'm thinking of grabbing a couple of tickets.
Dude, that would be a
lot of money, but I don't care.
Really?
It's Neil Young.
Yeah. Well, especially these guys that are getting, I mean, these are the last couple of concerts. You know what I mean? Like these guys are getting old.
Right.
I'm bummed I didn't go see Tom Petty.
Me too. My sister saw Tom Petty many times live, and I did not.
Yeah, I never saw him. Bruce went and saw him at his last concert right here at the Bowl. And
At
the Hollywood Bowl.
One?
The last one, yeah. And I was supposed to go. I didn't go. Because I was like, I can't get tickets, but I should have gone. And apparently he was on. He was like, it wasn't like he was.
And then was he dead shortly after?
Yeah, a couple of weeks. Yeah. It was very quick.
So he had hurt his back already and went on that fentanyl patch or something. I don't know if you heard about how he died.
I didn't. I never did.
There was an overdose of pain stuff because he either hip or back injury, a bad one.
See, that's one of the. You should count your blessings, Eddie, because if you were more successful, you'd have instead of
I
me.
would have been dead many years ago.
Yeah, instead of me, it would be some doctor.
Let me just thank the universe. Thank you, universe, for not making me, really successful and having to just work for life. Because the people who get success immediately or don't have to do all the steps, they're usually overwhelmed by it and destroyed by it. And I believe there's some biblical references to that. And by the way, if you're at the Biblical Steakhouse, we have all kinds of Bible quotations and the very best Kobe beef.
Mm-hmm. Finish the Goliath steak in one sitting and your meal's free.
And by the way, our Last Supper special, each night, the person who gets the Last Supper from the kitchen, they are killed by it's a mock killing, but we do have the fake blood for everybody, and you will get killed by someone at the table, and we will not tell you until your dinner.
And be careful, folks. Whoever dips their bread into the cup of wine has to pay for the whole bill.
Remember, when you need a pipe cleaner, come to Ted Johnson's. Ted Johnson's, we're here on the 405 right near the Stabbing Cache. Stabbing Cache, my friend Arnie owns, and all your stabbing needs. Strangulation, garrotes, leathernecks. Anyway, so today we have on our podcast on pipe cleaner, we have Chet Liu. Chet, now you're based in Mongolia. Chet, tell me, what happened in your pipe store? Why was there a pipe bomb in your pipe store?
I had a pipe bomb in my pipe store. A little bit of confusion. But if you need pipe cleaners, come on down. We've got foot-long pipe cleaners, 3-inch pipe cleaners, coarse, multicolored, dangerous. But the pipe bomb did destroy our first location. So come join us now by the Stabbing Annex at our new location.
Nubian. I like to oil up. Nubian. Hey, Tom.
Yes?
Can you search the backyard?
Oh.
And because I left, oh my God, I feel queasy.
Hey.
I feel queasy, Tom.
Put your head between your knees. And I'm going to go find that thing you lost.
I'm not having you film me sucking my own dick again.
No, it's for the queasiness.
No, that's what you said last time. And all of a sudden I said, hey, you went viral sucking your own dick. And I'm like, great, there goes the job at JP Chase.
You're so flexible and you shouldn't.
JP Morgan Chase. By the way. Anyway. So what else? So you had a good
time. I'm going.
Oh, look at my squirrel. You want some? Hey, I got some almonds for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I love feeding these guys.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, there you go. Those are good too. Those are organic, bud.
Wow. I'm going to Bass Lake on Saturday up in the Sequoia National Forest.
You going to where?
Bass Lake.
You know, man, I got to start coming with you to some of these things because I'm quite frankly a little scared of traveling into, and we have great nature out here, some of these places that you go to because of the spate of deadly fires we have out here.
No, they're good.
No,
You're
you
fine.
don't.
No, I've never. I mean, I've literally been camping in a place that was like,
Yeah.
there was forest fires around, within a few miles of us.
Why isn't it a danger, and why am I being paranoid?
Well,
you just navigate it, and it's usually fine.
If you stay, if you're always a few miles away, and the Forestry Service is pretty good about, not letting people be around if it's, dangerous or whatever. But like when all the crazy fires in LA, that was the fact it was all the wind, because that's why they moved so fast. But that's
thank God we had some rain here.
Yes.
Welcome to Thank God. We've had some rain. This show started back in the Dust Bowl, when the original name of the show was, "If you don't make it rain soon, I am going to put a rifle underneath my chin." That was the original name. That was in the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma. Do you remember the Dust Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Just the agricultural policy that led to the Dust Bowl. And, the environment has gotten worse. I maybe have 15 years left if I'm really lucky. And I think by then this whole globe there's a lot of stuff that's going to go on. Hello, buddy.
Yeah, I'll walk over with the equipment ready to go. You'll be there on the couch, covered in Hershey bars.
No, rappers. The bars are gone.
The bars are gone. Hey, it would be. If you ever see like a little kid in a movie who's just and he's got chocolate all over his face, and then his mom's like, "Did you eat chocolate?" He goes, nope.
That's sort of me. That's sort of me, except I do it. My whole life I'm like the kid who got caught.
Well, it's very funny. And I mean, the dynamic with you, like watching you deal with the psychology of everyday life that I deal with, but you're a few years ahead of me, shows me the lesson that it never stops. And I'm always like, so
it
when
never stops. At least for me. I mean, I don't know if I'm a good example of an adult.
Oh, no, well, hey, I think I
was rated the worst adult in Los Angeles 3 years running.
Saget guide.
And the worst adult in Los Angeles is, once again, Edward Pepitone.
The same cot look. Just freeze frame.
Well, we're almost out of. I mean, this was a very flowing. Are we almost?
We're almost. Yeah, we're closing in. You know what? Somebody actually requested.
What?
More Hollywood stories.
Hollywood stories?
Yeah. Have you
the Conan stories?
Yeah. Like the Conan story.
Well, okay, I'll give you a couple of stories where, where I was like kind of taken by surprise who I was going to be doing scenes with, even though I got the part already. But I was driving to the set of It's Always Sunny in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never been a big fan of that show.
Oh, really?
Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
And by the way, they were all so fucking nice to me. Charlie, Day.
Yeah.
Caitlin, Rob. Anyway, so I'm going on the set, and they go to me, "You'll be doing a scene with Danny DeVito today." And I'm like, I didn't even know he was on the show.
No.
So it was so cool to be next to DeVito. We were about to go on to do our scene, to run our scene, to block our scene, which, by the way, in show business, blocking our scene, it means to choreograph it, essentially, and just very basic. Well, you go there, you go there. Anyway, so I was right next to DeVito, and he was running his lines, just talking to himself, and then he would glance over at me and just go, And it was just a thrill.
Yeah.
And then I did the scene with
I feel like
couple of scenes. It was called, the episode is called, if you want to see it, D Goes on Welfare. I don't know what season it is, but then I became a fan of, I just like, man, talk about people who hit gold in Hollywood. I mean, It's Always Sunny people.
Well, they're doing my favorite thing.
The Park. They're doing your favorite thing.
My favorite thing, which is a loose script and then improvised.
Well, yeah.
And they do it so well. And they're just cracking each other up.
Is it improvisation with them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of it is loose. They have plot points. And
I love it.
Yeah, so it's a little bit like Curb.
They're like, you know what, man? I mean, that's what I was built to do.
Absolutely. You could have very easily
have
Daniel
That's
Vito's
why I
amazing.
have such attitude about these shows.
Yes.
And not saying they're to blame, but like and no, it really probably was me or whatever, but like to get the really great part of like being the lead person, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or one of and I've done it voiceover wise in like things I've been doing,
Yeah.
By the way, I just got a really nice residual. I want to thanks to folks at Kite Man Hell Yeah, which is a DC.
Yeah.
And I'm in it. It's about a superhero bar where they all hang out, and I play one. I am the only guy in the bar who is not a superhero, guy or gal. There's gals too. I'm a drunk who thinks he's a superhero. So that's my part.
I love it. And you got a little residual.
I got a great residual. I just want to make this announcement right now. I no longer have to work. Okay? I got a residual totaling $1,900. And I'm taking all that money and I'm going to Vegas and I'm putting it on 7. Not the number 7, but 7 beautiful women. I'm putting the money on 7.
The amount of Lululemon pants.
And I'm going to make love to them. And hopefully the $1,900 will cover it. Also, I want a very small jazz band. A quartet. Oh boy. I love watching these doggies.
Oh, me too. They're running after
just
the squirrels.
pure joy,
Pure joy.
life.
Yep. Well, you said it on last episode that we released, where you're like, I just made eyes with that dog, and he was looking at me going, "Isn't life great?" And it was right on the head. That was a close one. I love those kind of. I know people really eat that stuff up too, and it's always interesting to hear those Hollywood stories and moments like that.
Yeah,
but, hey, if you're out there and you're a writer,
I had another. Yeah, go ahead.
If you're a writer out there and you got a project, hey, let us know. Especially if there's a leading man role for old Pepitone. Let's make it happen. We got cogs we can push.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Well, anything else before we close her out with the traditional?
Anything else? No,
Yeah.
I think we're good, don't you?
I think we're pretty solid. Yeah.
I think this was a very breezy, lighthearted. We had a lot of silliness. We had a lot of characters, and we talked too.
Yeah.
I always think those are the best blends. Bursts of imagination, but also grounded in just talking about our day or week.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Well, folks, go over to eddiepepitone.com if you want to see him live, and you can see all the show dates. April 27th, 7 o'clock, Hollywood Improv Lab. This awful mess with me and Eddie doing stand-up and a few sketches possibly in there. And then go over to YouTube, subscribe over there. Go over to patreon.com/Eddie Pepitone if you want to give us some extra dough for some extra content. And
Look at our doggy. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.